across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And you'll see, courtesy of the next-gen stats, he traveled better than 80 yards on the ground that time. That's around 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
that's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice gain at 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll try the air now with Herbert. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. He sets to fire deep. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover. Bat it free. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. It will be out of bounds themselves just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Completion here to Claypool. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Winston. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur
there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll throw again. Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I'll tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down, Winston. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 35. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
3rd and inches.
Herbert now. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now it's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Herbert on third down now. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Jameis again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Winston got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tape.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back them up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw on second down. Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Chargers 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Jameis to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
46-yard line.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Winston on 3rd and 2. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. He's back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. One incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
The game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Winston to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Winston now from the 50. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
At the 41-yard line.
The gun, Winston. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's third down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. A first down throw for Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, it's Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I